Hey, it's Clay Trader at claytrader.com. This quick tip video was inspired by me as I drove a couple days ago. I approached the yellow light, and we've all been there. What do we do? So I know what I do, and I'm going to explain what I do, but it's all based off of trading. I don't know about you, but as far as I'm concerned, I look at life through a trader's eyes. Even when I'm not trading, it's just kind of second nature now. So with that being said, I want to talk about driving like a trader, approaching the yellow light, but having a risk versus reward relationship in your mind. So let's just set up the context. Like I said, that light turns yellow, and that brings about the very obvious choices, because there are two choices. Your first option is press the gas. I'm not going to wait for this. I want to keep going. So that is option one. Second is press the brake. So these are your two options. I don't think there's any other options out there that I can at least think of. You can either press the gas and get going or press the brake and slow down. So now let's look at this from a couple different perspectives. First, what is the risk? The risk is if you press the gas, what could happen? You could go through it. A cop could be sitting somewhere. Uh-oh. The lights go on. You get a ticket. And that ticket, let's just say, cost you $100. So boom, right there, you're down $100. I don't know what it is state by state or country by country, but you're down $100. Or if things get really bad, you could go and then another car could hit you. Now we're talking about life, medical bills, all that sort of stuff. So it could get really bad, but we'll just assume right here that there could only be a potential police officer sitting around. All right, so that is the risk. What is the reward? The reward is this. You save, I don't know, what's a light? Maybe 60 seconds, maybe a little bit longer than that. So you have to slow down, you have to stop, and it costs you 60 seconds out of your day. Okay, fine. Now, let's look at press the brake. What is the risk here? You lose 60 seconds of your day. Okay? Your reward is you make $100. Now, before you say, hey, Clay, I don't know about you, but I've never stopped at a yellow light and a $100 bill has appeared out of nowhere. No, but let's think about our good friend Benjamin Franklin. One of my favorite quotes, a penny saved is a penny earned. So by just playing it on the safe side, you have saved $100. So therefore, you have made $100. Now, sure, you have lost 60 seconds out of your life. I understand that, but 60 seconds in order to make, because you saved it, $100, I don't know about you, but I'll work 60 seconds for $100 all day long. So that's the way I look at it, and that's why, for me, I always press the brake. I want to make that $100. It's not worth risking the stuff that could happen. Remember, this is our risk. Up here, as I've talked about, if you press the brake and go through it, and you're doing all that to save 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes out of your life, does that really make any sense? Now let me ask this. Is there a situation where maybe it makes more sense to press the gas? Yes, there is. Maybe you're already thinking about it. If not, let's discuss that. So what happens if you're in a contest or you're in something where the prize is, hey, you have to get from point A to point B in 10 minutes. And if you can get from point A to point B in 10 minutes, we're going to give you $1,000. So now what happens? We're risking getting a ticket for $100. But what is our reward? Our reward is now $1,000. So let's look at it like this. If you press the brake, what is your risk? Your risk is you lose $1,000. And your reward is, okay, well, I'm still making $100 because there was no cop there. Everything worked out, so I made $100. Now, does this make any sense? To me, I'm pressing the gas every time, because if I'm only risking $100 to make $1,000, that's a no-brainer. Sure, it may not work out. Sure, I may get a ticket. But risking $100 in order to make $1,000, that's a whole different situation. And that's what trading is all about. Risk versus reward. How are you looking at the markets? How are you looking at things fluctuating? How are you managing risk? Are you pressing the gas at yellow lights when you should really be pressing the brake? Or are you pressing the brake when you shouldn't be? I don't know. That's up to you. That's up to your strategy. If you have no idea, well, geez, I look at the market, I have no idea to tell when I should be pressing the gas or when I should be pressing the brake, then that's a sign that you really have no strategy in place. You really have no rules in place. And you certainly don't have any risk management processes in place. And that's where, for me, technical analysis and charts are a vital, vital component to my trading, and why all my trading is centered around that, and why I'm so biased towards it. Because with charts, technical analysis, when to press the gas, when to press the brake becomes that much more obvious and apparent. It's not going to be flawless. Sometimes you're still going to get a ticket. Sometimes you're still going to, lose $1,000. But sometimes you're going to get that reward, and you're risking very much or very little up front. So that's all trading is when you enter a trade, you're approaching that yellow light. What do I do? What do I do? Well, look at the chart, look at the price action relative to your rules and how they operate within your strategy and system. And this becomes a much easier decision, and you're always going to be putting the RVR, or risk versus reward situation, into your favor. I hope all this made sense to you. I hope the analogy kind of jives with your mind. One thing that I do offer is RVR trading, and that is a course that I've designed strictly for this, helping you to learn when do you press the brake, when do you press the gas. So if you're interested in that, click on the box that is now popping up. If you don't want to buy it, if you think that, no, I don't need any sort of education like that, that's fine too. But the point being, and it doesn't change the fact that you need to have a system, rules, and a strategy in place where you know whether or not you should press the gas or press the brake when you approach that yellow light. And every single trade you make is a yellow light. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video and you're watching this on YouTube, please click the like button down below. If you're watching this on claytrader.com, please click the share button up above. Little clicks like that go a very long way. Thanks for watching. Remember, trade without emotion.